So Claudette Barnes is back in the studio here, 391 Kenmont Road. It was awesome to see her face this morning in her Rolling Stones sweatshirt. I'm like, what?
Hello.
What has gotten into you?
On brand.
And it's been a rough year for you. You were working from home for a reason.
I was, yeah. So last year, this happened after I agreed to fill in for Candace. I found out that I had breast cancer. I didn't expect this to be this hard to talk about it because I'm finished the hard part of the treatment right now. So I could have taken the year off to just focus on my health. And then I started thinking that part of my health could be working on K-Rock, especially where the morning show is mostly about fun and I won't be thinking about my disease 24/7. It gives me a little bit of a mental break. And so I found that, especially when we were doing funny things and you guys were just making me laugh, there were moments when I forgot what I had. So I found that, I guess, part of my journey to recovery.
So Candace goes on mat leave. You fill in. You find out. You continue to work through it. It's been an amazing thing to be a part of, just from where I sit, because let me tell you something. This has not been an easy journey for Barneso, and nor would it be for anybody. But to get up that hour in the morning, to always be there, to always give your best, even though it is fun, is an amazing thing to witness.
Thank you. Working from home gave me the benefit of going through treatment and dealing with the side effects. So, for instance, I had to have every treatment known to man. I'm still not finished my treatment. So I guess the hardest part for me was chemo. And chemo fatigue is different than regular being tired. It just hits you like a ton of bricks, and it can hit you at any time. And sometimes it would hit me in the morning show. And I remember having between songs to kind of get under my kitchen table with my headphones on, waiting for my cue, but just like taking rest during the songs. The closest thing that I had was my dog bed. So I would lay my head and my part of my body into my dog's bed between songs before we were actually going to go on the air again. So I found, the chemo part tough. It's good that I'm in radio because I found, the appearance completely changed. Going through losing my hair, losing my eyelashes and eyebrows. Just, it was difficult.
So why, like in those moments, why didn't you just say, I can't do this today?
I said that. I said that to myself. I can't do it. I just feel that, when coworkers depend on you, I committed to working. And so if I could work, I would. But if I was extremely sick, I wouldn't. But there were times I felt like maybe I should have taken a day off. But it was much easier again. I could still get through it. Working from home and being able to rest in between instead of having to physically come in, I found that really helpful. Well, thanks for making me cry.
I didn't mean to make you cry, but part of this too is that we haven't talked about this all the way through it. And that's kind of like, that's a decision that you made and
yeah.
We all kind of made together in some weird sort of way that, we would just try to have fun. And now here we are. Now you're back. And we were talking on the weekend and saying, maybe we should just let everybody in on this.
Yeah. So I'm over the hard part for the most part. I'm finished chemo. I'm finished my radiation. Still have to have another surgery in the new year. But, I'm doing everything that I can to stay healthy. And that's probably why, like, I wonder, when people were thinking I was such a health nut, I was never such a true health nut at all. I'm just doing everything I can to stay as healthy as I can for as long as I can. And I gotta say, and just listening to the calls, people who actually called in from K-Rock just to play the contest or just to say the most weird, outlandish, fun thing, we're always in a good mood, that was a tonic for me. And one thing that came to mind was when I'm going through this journey, I have a big medical team, and including ones I've chosen, such as a naturopath. And I remember contacting her, and she said at the end of her email, she said, I'm so proud to be part of your village. I thought it's true. It takes a village to raise a cancer patient in our province. It takes so many people. And I'm just so happy that K-Rock could be part of my village during my most trying time in my life.
Tandy Tucker, come into my room.
I mean, really, is there any better tonic than that, really?
See, laughter is medicine. And I'm hoping that other people who are going through their own struggles, that a little bit of laughter on K-Rock helping you in your own little way as well.
So do you want to tell people exactly what kind of cancer you have?
So I have invasive ductal carcinoma. It's breast cancer. I'm stage 3. It has gone to my lymph nodes, and that's why I'm stage 3. It's considered advanced but curable. So I don't know. The hardest part is behind me in terms of treatment, but truly the hard part is coming up because there's a high chance of recurrence. If it recurs outside the breast, then it's considered incurable. But I still have hope that I could be cured. So I have to, it almost forces you to live your best life. You have to live in the moment, how everybody should anyway. So I have to just live day by day and just the little things in life are amplified for me. My dog coming up and wagging his tail and looking at me, it's amplified. It means much more knowing that nobody knows what's ahead of them.
It's a beautiful thing. It really is, like, in a strange way.
Oh, and I should mention part of dealing with chemotherapy is something called chemo brain and brain fog. And so sometimes you just forget things that you should know, somebody's name in your family even. I remember doing a birthday for a family member on K-Rock, and I didn't even go through all the family names because I couldn't remember who it was from. I just could not remember the name of a family member at all. So it just hit you at the weirdest time. One other example of chemo brain was a follow-up appointment with my surgeon. And he was done with me. And so I just put my purse over my shoulder, about to walk out the door. He said, you might want to put that on. That was my sweater. I was going out the door without a top on. And I looked at it and he said, you wouldn't have gotten far. But it's just little things like that, are going to show up in my personality and stuff as I continue, hopefully, to recover from this.
So hold on, just back up for 1 second. So you get up and you take your purse?
I just take my purse and forgot my shirt. Yeah.
Like, that is such a, imagine, just think about this for a second.
At the hospital.
You don't put your shirt on, but you take your purse. And that's how important your purse is to you. That is how important.
Well, you look at your body a different way, right? Like maybe if it was a different kind of cancer, but it was breast cancer. And I don't know. You just look at your anatomy completely different. I don't look at it as an object. It's just a piece of me that has to be fixed. And I guess my top second thought.
Just keep your hands on that purse. It's like, just don't take my purse. So here we are. It's 11 minutes after 8 o'clock. It's Monday, the 29th. Claudette is back in the building after, well, it's almost a year. I mean, let's call it 10 months or something. I don't know what it was, but it's wonderful to have you back.
Thank you.
We all love you so much. We're so proud of you.
Thank you. Okay.
We're happy you're here.
Gotta
And
be a song
everybody is.
coming up.
Yeah, we will take a break for a second.